Today I want to talk about the Wolf Sledge. I know it just came back through some anniversary event stuff. You could refight the Wolf of Saturn 6 for the parts and get them from the event drops and whatnot. I think it's gone now. Um, Sucks if it is, but whatever. So, with this melee weapon, it acts as a glaive. That's a really fun thing about it. You can throw it, and it explodes at the end of the throw for like a light amount of damage. You can do a light attack spam build with this, but because it acts like a glaive, I think it's much better to do the heavy attack version, where you throw and detonate, and it has an insane amount of attack speed with this gimmick. It's very nice and feels very good. And the explosion has tons of ragdoll, which is just fun and goofy to watch guys get sent to space. So I will show you how it works here. We got these 210 steel path guys here in the simulacrum, and I'll just chuck this out and blow it up. Some guys, they're getting blasted all over the place, and trust me, it does do good damage. But this big gigantic room doesn't help because normally you hit guys with multiple throws. But trust, it's good. It'll look a lot better in mission wherever we decide to go. You just gotta trust me on this one. The ragdoll's insane. This room is not the best place to do it. Should have chose somewhere else, but we are here. Actually, yeah, I don't. Are there any tight simulacrum rooms? I know there's a bunch now. They've been adding a bunch update by update. So if there's a really, really tiny room, let me know. But I'll get right into the build here. It's just what you'd see from your typical heavy attack glaive build. But this is what I have going on here. Run all three of the galvanized mods because this is a heavy attack build. We get the initial combo, which is very nice. It goes up to 5 times, I believe, with galvanized reflex. Galvanized steel with more crit chance and crit damage. We have very good stats for that. An elementalist because this is a blast electric build, so our blast procs and electric procs will be doing tons of damage. And this has a tiny amount of slash, nothing to write home about. Prime pressure point because we need base damage on our heavy attack build. Killing blow because it's good for heavy attacks. Gladiator might for more crit damage, and voltaic strike because this is a electric blast. And if you didn't know, where's it at? Radial attack. It has innate blast, so it's very easy to build for. If you wanted to put more forma on this thing, um, I would put like 2 more V's on probably, and then I would put the thick elemental electric mod on. Where's it at? Shocking touch, but this just does fine. Um, when I first pulled this out again after it came back, and I'm like, I should change my build up a little bit. This is what I came up with. It's very fun, very good. I wish it could use the glaive mods, the one that gives it more blast radius. That would be very nice on this thing, and it does great. We do have melee influence on. I don't think this is like a must-have um, for this because of the blast damage. Um, I think Elementalists with the blast and the electric is honestly enough. Obviously, we have electric on um, because of we're running influence, but if you didn't want to, I think exposure is really good, and I would probably run that instead if you don't have it or you just there's a lot of influence dislikers in the community nowadays. Afflictions could actually be good if you run blast heat or like blast toxin or something. The knockback, it, it actually might be pretty good. Maybe I'll try that out in my own spare time. But yeah, upgrades. Put more Forma on and run the thick electric mod Shocking Touch. That would be my go-to. And that's the build. It's nothing exciting or crazy. Like I said, if only we could use the glaive mods to get more blast radius on this thing, it would be truly insane. But this does its job pretty well. I think I'm gonna go hop in like a Lewis Arrival probably, and go to town with that thing. Gonna run Grendel here just because he's tanky, eat all the enemies, get a bunch of armor, have a good time. We won't be using Nourish for priming with viral damage. Obviously, getting into the nitty gritty, there's so many things you could use to take a melee weapon to the sky, like running Culvero, using, all of Saren's buffs, Rhino's Roar. Um, there's a lot you could do. I could spend another 10 minutes talking about that, but this is just about the Wolf Sledge here. And I'm going to run my favorite Sentinel, Derigia, Tazakor, cold damage with tons of CC. It's very good, very fun, and it's a good time. So now we're going to roll on into the survival mission. All right. We are in our Lua survival, and gonna try and get this thing going. Get some kills here. There we go. Let me eat some dudes as Grendel first, so I get the armor, so we can stay alive. Boop. We need a big pack of enemies. There we go. There we go. Yeah, like I said, it looks a lot better in Mission than the Simulacrum because the rooms aren't that big in Mission. You won't find rooms with that much space too often. Obviously, there's rooms that are pretty big and open. There's even one on this tile set, the big room with like the tree in the middle. That room's giant, but normally enemies spawn in packs like this anyways, so... Yeah, you just throw, detonate, throw, detonate. Like I said, it's a heavy attack glaive. You know, I just talked about the Chlorophyll, which is a two-handed scythe or two-handed Nakana. That's a two-handed scythe. It's a big scythe. But actually it's a gunblade because it has the heavy attack projectiles, you know, and the Wolf Sledge is kind of the same way. It's a hammer, but it's actually a glaive, you know. I like that. I like when weapons have fun gimmicks that kind of make them a 2-in-1. It's like the dark split sword, but actually good. I'm not sure. It's been a while. I've been running this in like fast exterminate missions, and I don't think in pubs and stuff. And I haven't really gotten to like fight an acolyte one-on-one with it, so I don't know how it'll do. But we'll see, we'll see. 1.5 mil electric proc. And we have no damage to us right now. I'm just Grendel with a bunch of guys in my tummy. Or tankiness. I think the hammer just looks sick on him, right? Let's go to a safe spot real quick. Just check this out. Oh, stop mantling. Doesn't that look sick? His belly's resting on like the bar. That was a big AoE explosion. Holy cow. Yeah, this thing's good. If you want something like this, I think it's pretty easy to get to when it comes around again from Wolf Beacons. You know, if you don't have a Glaive Prime or... the Zorus is pretty easy to get, and that's pretty good too. But I think this kind of wins with the attack speed, because they're light attacks you can detonate, you know? So they go out very quick. As where with Glaives, there's the big wind-up animation and stuff, and all that jazz. Oop, I need to eat. Yum, 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 yum. Nice, got a bunch of health orbs. Not using Nourish, so I'm not really healing. I don't want to prime this thing with a boatload of viral damage. And kind of be like an unfair showcase compared to other stuff. Priming all of it with all that viral damage. If I can speak here. And we're having a good time. You might hear a train go by my house. Sorry about that. But no, this thing's sick. It pumps damage. I know people might be like, oh, influence diff, does it even matter? But like, it does fine without influence. All it is just the AoE bonus on top of it. Like I said, Afflictions is probably good. With all the ragdoll, if you go like Blast Heat, it's probably half decent. I didn't even think of that until just now when I read it, and then I was using it, and I was like, oh, wait. All this ragdoll with Afflictions might cook. Alright, where's this guy at? Okay. Okay. Let me eat. That was what, 5? Okay, well I missed that one. I missed that one. That's like 5 heavy attacks there to kill him. Honestly, could have been 4 probably. I don't know. I feel like I missed a bunch at the end there, skill issue. But no, that was pretty solid. That's kind of like all that matters for the mission. I guess we'll kill the Thrax when they spawn. Dude, this is so fun. Yeah, but Affliction's Wolf Sledge might be worth trying out if you mod for heat damage instead. You probably get some crazy heat proc numbers. Alright, where are these sentients at? Where are you fools? I am having a bit of a skill issue here with the detonations. As soon as there we go. Good one. Good one. Let's go for 3 in a row. Not a good one. There was not a bunch of enemies there. Eat for tankiness. Alright, where's this sentient at? Oh, wow. He spawned. Oh, there he is. Did you just get ragdolled against all these frozen, dude? Ground finisher on the sentient. Oh, Thrax. Ooh, slash damage on an armor tank. Armor tank. Uh-oh. That is not good. Wow, these guys do not care about the damage whatsoever. The ragdoll's insane. Hello? Where is he? He's just ragdolled and stuck on the ground. Where's his ghost at now? Hello? Is that it then? Oh wow, the sentient wiped my Dirigia. That's it. That's the Wolf Sledge. It's really good. If the event's still around while you're watching this, go grab it. If it's not, watch out for Barrow. Barrow can sell wolf beacons, and you can summon him for parts. And I think, can you buy beacons from the Nightwave shop certain weeks, or buy the parts on certain weeks? I'm pretty sure. I don't know the specifics of that, but that's the Wolf Sledge. Almost 100 kpm. I mean, that's like the sign of like a really good weapon. If I spent more time killing and yapping, up to 6 minutes, probably would have hit 600, over 600. So I've been good. It's definitely probably hitting 500 at 5 minutes, I'll tell you that. So use the Wolf Sledge. It's really good. That'll be the mission though. Oh, I hate this one. Oh, just put it up top. Just put it up top. Ooh. Well, that's the mission. Mission complete. Yeah, sick melee weapon. I couldn't recommend it more, and that's enough for me, so bye.